Hello, my name is James Magedman. I teach animation both intermediate and advanced during period 8. It's a combined class. The students call me Mr. M. I'm going to begin here by showing you a video I created for the Elective Fair last year. Now what you're about to see was created, all of the samples were created by students in Adobe Animate. I don't actually teach Adobe Animate. That was just last year when we had to create an alternative for teaching animation off campus. This year we're going to use a more advanced program called Toon Boom, and Toon Boom has two programs. One is Storyboard Pro, the other is Harmony. The beginning students will be learning how to use Harmony first and then Storyboard. The advanced students, since they didn't learn that last year, they'll begin with Storyboard and then Harmony and start working on projects this semester.
Animation class is like taking images and putting them into motion. It's exactly that. And animation class gives you the opportunity to have fun doing that. You don't have to be an amazing artist to have fun animating. In class, you'll learn the drawing techniques and how to use the animation program to, well, animate.
The entire year for the beginning students will be to learn the Toon Boom programs. The advanced animation, as I said, will begin with Storyboard and Harmony, and then we'll be moving into 3D animation using Cinema 4D. And then at the end of the year, if we have time, I'm going to teach them Blender, which is a program that they can use on a home computer if that home computer is strong enough. Nope, that's not what I want to do. There we go. At the beginning of class, I always have the students put away their cell phones and their headsets, their earbuds, anything that comes along with their cell phones. Cell phones may be used for educational purposes, and I let them know when they could use it, but they may not use their cell phones for personal purposes. That includes playing video games and texting with friends and family. Now, I know sometimes in the past, parents and guardians have texted with their students during class. I ask that you do not do that. If you have an emergency situation, if you need to contact your student, or even if it's not an emergency, but you need to let them know something, please contact the front office. Call Center High at 916-338-6420. If they need, and if you need to contact them immediately, the front office will ring my phone in the classroom, and I always answer my phone in the classroom. In this class, we learn hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills are those things that you can learn through a class or you can learn on your own, but if you were to take a test on it, everybody would have the same exact answers. Soft skills are those things that make you a great boss or a great employee, and those are things such as communication, teamwork, being positive, problem solving, all of that stuff that if you took a test, everybody might have different answers. The hard skills that students are learning in this class, as I said before, are the Toon Boom programs, and the advanced class are learning Cinema 4D, and hopefully at the end of the year we have time to do Blender. Anytime I create an assignment, I put it in Google Classroom, and that's actually broken down into 4 different categories. One actually being called assignments, then we have quizzes, projects, and tests. When I post those in Google Classroom, I always put a due date at the top, then a required format. In this case, it's image files. JPEG is an image file, PNG is an image file. Then I will list the points broken down in this checklist sort of thing. So each line item has a certain amount of points associated with it. Students may look at this checklist and make sure that they've done everything so that they get full points when they turn it in. Then I write what the assignment is. I will read through all of this with the students and make sure that they understand it right before I actually start teaching the project. Examples may be attached, such as in this case, there's an example attached in the bottom right-hand corner, you could see that. And most often I will have a rubric that shows them, if they don't get full points for some reason, it will list why they did not get full points. My work rules are that there's limited late work. I, in the past, have done unlimited late work, and that becomes a disaster for me, so I On the other hand, I know that I've turned work in late as an employee before, not too often, but sometimes it happens. There are obstacles in life, so I do understand that. And I allow 4 late assignments per semester, 1 late project per semester. All of that, each of those are allowed 1 week past the due date. They may turn that in. Late work with an excused absence, if a student is sick or for other reasons they have an official excused absence through the attendance office, they're allowed 5 days after their return to class to turn an assignment in. That will not count against the limited late work. Finally, you'll see here it says missing work marked as done. In Google Classroom, there's a button that once a student turns an assignment, they click that button, it says that the assignment is done, they've turned it in, and I have found in the past that students have clicked on this without anything attached, with no assignment attached. And I found out that some students are trying to fool their parents or guardians to say, look, I've done my homework, but it's not actually done. There's nothing attached. They just click a button that said they did their homework. So the first time they do this, I will give them a verbal warning, and then after that, I will notify parents or guardians to let them know this is happening. The student expectations I have of them are to arrive on time, put their cell phones away, no computer games, focus on tasks, do not plagiarize, complete their work, and be respectful. I've asked the students what their expectations are of me, and the top 7 are to explain things thoroughly, be understanding, be prepared, help them succeed, be patient, grade on time, and be respectful. The total grade, their final grades, are based on weighted grading, meaning all of their assignments that they do in total are worth 45% of their final grade, and quizzes are 10% of their final grade. These are formative assignments, meaning they're forming the ideas. I'm teaching it to them for the first time. I want to make sure they understand it. Summative assignments are assignments that show me that they've mastered something. I've already taught it to them, and now they're going to prove it by doing a project. The totality of projects are worth 25% of their final mark, and the totality of tests are worth 20% of their final mark. Finally, at the end of the year, they will take a certification test with Toon Boom, that program. I mentioned their animation programs. They could get certified in this, and that will look great on their resumes or applications to say, I know how to do this. If you'd like to contact me, please email me at jmagedman@centerusd.org, or you can call the front office at 916-338-6420 and ask for me. They will forward you to my phone. I'll leave this up for a moment.